This is Steve Ridgel, and I recently got an award. Herald of Truth gave me the Batsell Barrett Baxter Legacy Award for ministry and evangelism. Now, I was proud of that award and humbled by it and all appropriate things said. And yes, I do work for Herald of Truth, and I think they gave the first one to a Herald of Truth chairman of the board. But after that, we've given these typically people that don't work for Herald of Truth. So I was a little shocked that I got the award. It was humbling that it was my own peers, the people I work with every day, that gave me the award. And so a few thoughts about that award. One is, it's not because I'm any good or because I'm special about anything. It's just that I really am driven by passion to reach lost people. And when you get to do a job that's what you're passionate about, well, it works really well. And I appreciate Herald Truth. They hired me almost 20 years ago because they wanted a preacher who would preach evangelistically. They wanted someone who was driven to reach lost people. And so that really meshed up with my passion. So I appreciate Herald Truth for that. It's kind of nice now because I work part-time for Herald Truth and part-time for Hillcrest Church of Christ here in Abilene. And I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, Hillcrest made a decision that they wanted to reach the people in their community, the people in Abilene, the people that live around them. And so I walked into Herald Truth when they were kind of refocusing on their mission to reach lost people. And I got to show up at Hillcrest and be on staff there when they kind of decided they wanted to really reach people. You know, it's a passion. I think there are a lot of things Christians ought to do, but I absolutely believe the one thing we are driven to do, the mission of the church, our call personally, is to be in our world making disciples. And I've always believed that. My family believed it, and I believe it, and so it's kind of right in my sweet spot. And I don't mind talking to people about Jesus. And yes, everybody I talk to doesn't respond. I get that. I'm probably obnoxious about it sometimes. I'm not sure I have a lot of skill, but I tell you what I do have. I have a lot of passion for it. And it's my heart's desire to reach people for Jesus. And so when those things kind of all come together, it's a really special thing. Now, you know who really gets the credit for all of that. It's not just me. Part of that award really ought to go to my wife, because Marcia's been a true partner in that. She wants people to come to Jesus. She has done more meals and had more talks and cried with more people and helped more people. And I do a lot of the public stuff, and she does a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff, and it really works well together. So we're a good team. And I appreciate my family always supporting my ministry quest. You know, there's a lot of things I could have done that maybe would have been a lot different and better for them, but, you know, they know where my heart is, and they support me in that, and I love and appreciate that. Really, God gets the credit for all of this, because all we do is plant Jesus seeds and water them, but God gives the increase. So when somebody says, you're a really effective evangelist, what they're really saying is, man, God's really doing a good thing. And He is. God really ought to get the credit for this. The guys I work with, there are some great evangelists that I work with, 2 of which aren't even in this country. Juan is over in Spain, and boy, he is over 90 years old and still telling people the story of Jesus. I cannot imagine how many people God has used Juan to bring to His son Jesus. So it's just staggering. Tony Fernandez in Cuba, there is not anybody Tony sees that he doesn't speak to about Jesus. I'm inspired by men like that. So, you know, God's been really good to put me in the right place at the right time. And I will tell you this, if God can use a guy like me to reach people for Jesus, there's no telling what He can do with you if you'll just let it be your heart's burning desire and ask Him to bring people to you that need His son. So, Herald Truth, thanks for the award. I don't really deserve it. I'm humbled by it. But I also appreciate the affirmation to keep on keeping on.